Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs.
Body of Truth. How science, history, and culture drive our obsession with weight, and what we can do about it. Harriet Brown. I called you crazy, I called you a witch, but I never called you fat. Lance Armstrong, to the wife of a former teammate. Introduction. How my life changed with one sentence. On a sticky summer evening back in the 1990s, I sit in a chair in a therapist's office and cry. My body, I tell her, is too fleshy, too hungry, too uncontained. It doesn't look like the bodies I see 500 times a day online. In 2007, a marketing research firm estimated that people living in cities saw up to 5,000 ads a day. Some advertising executives and commentators question that number. Considering the continuing proliferation of ads over the last 8 years, 500 ads a day seems a conservative estimate. So it doesn't look like the bodies I see 500 times a day online, on TV, in magazines, and on billboards. It doesn't look the way it's supposed to, the way I want it to. There have been years when it did, when I weighed and measured and wrote down everything I ate, worked out twice a day, pummeled my body into shape. Inevitably, though, it reverts to its natural state. Like now, when it's 30 or 40 pounds heavier than I want it to be, than it should be. I'm here because I want someone to fix me, specifically to tell me how to regain control of my body, and yes, the brain that goes with it. This therapist runs a 10-week program that's supposed to help people with eating issues. I hope she's going to teach me how to control my appetite again, something I was better at in my 20s. Now, more than a decade later, after 3 pregnancies and a whole lot of living, I just can't seem to do it anymore. So I sit in the chair, leaking tears of self-pity, and wait for the therapist to break out the Kleenex and reassure me that yes, it's okay. She'll help me lose weight. We will take care of this together. She does hand me a box of tissues, but she doesn't murmur soothingly. Instead, she leans back in her chair and looks at me. This woman in her 50s with spiky dark hair, a soft stomach, and stocky legs bridges the space between us with an expression I can't quite read. Pity? Sorrow? Judgment? Sweat slides down the back of my neck as I wait for her to save me. A long moment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?